Hello. I wanted to share a little bit about doing shadow work because we're going to be offering a class next month in January. And I have to say, I've been doing it for like the last 2 months with a teacher that I'm working with who will be the head for this class. And I can't tell you how utterly shocked and surprised I have been by what I've uncovered, what's come up to the surface. um, Especially because I've been at spirituality for, let's see, the last 30 years. But my husband said something that was reassuring to me the other day after he came back from a conference. And the speaker at the conference is 80 years old. And he's been to this particular speaking engagement, this conference, I think for like at least the last 30 years, he hasn't missed a year. And he said to them, I'm 80 years old. My dad died 30 years ago, and I moved out 20 years before he died, and I'm still healing. So I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, right? As I'm doing this work and these memories are starting to surface. What has taken me completely by surprise is how it all begins to unfold. And so it seemed like there was something that I wanted to do under the guise of wanting connection or wanting love, right? I wanted to go and visit my mom next month after I support at a retreat in Joshua Tree, and my mom lives in Riverside. So I thought I'll swing by and just give her a hug. And I'm aware that she may not, you know, uh, return the affection. And it was something that I was willing to take a chance on. And it wasn't until I was working with my teacher that she pointed out to me that that is an addiction to pain. When we keep going back or putting ourselves back in these situations where we experience pain or rejection. And so this is how clever the shadow is, right? That it'll disguise itself under the pretenses of connection and love. And then let me just share one more other thing about how tricky the shadow really is. So, because I then decided I'm not going to go see my mother, my shadow still wanted the drama. So then it generated an experience with my husband for drama to play out. But he was able to point out to me those facts. He said, "You're not going to see your mom, so you're generating something with me." And it was like, wow. So, um, starting to sit with the revelation of all of that. And then today, as I went out for a walk, and there's all of these emotions that have been coming up, and I knew that they felt old. It felt like stuff was coming up from like the basement. And I had a flashback of a memory of being 5 years old, maybe four. It was either 4 or 5, and it was around this time of year. It was a December. And Jack in the Box was selling a glass cup that had a candle inside of it. And I had saved up my pennies because that was going to be my gift to my mom. So I kept asking my mom every time I saw the commercial on TV, I would ask her, "Are you going to take me to Jack in the Box today?" And then eventually she finally took me, but the attitude with which she was driving me there was so the opposite of what I wanted to accomplish by giving her the gift. And so when I got triggered, when I got upset with my husband, it's never what they do, right? And it's usually something that has been within us, likely from childhood. But when I got upset with him and his response to me was shared, or expressed. What it did was that it touched the pain, the hurt of that 5-year-old who wanted to get a Christmas present for her mom but felt rejected. So, dear God, is it important for us to do this work? So, I wanted to share three of the benefits, right? Talk about, like, here I thought I was expressing myself authentically already in life and living from an empowered place. And yeah, I've improved and I've healed over the years, but it turns out that there is another deeper, more authentic version of me that can be even more empowered. Talk about healing and emotional liberation. All I've been doing for the last 30 years is healing and setting myself free. And this is like a quantum leap into that. Enhanced relationship and connection. It has allowed Jesse and I to share to a degree, I think, that I've never been able to access before. Talk about all defenses being down, um, and not blaming him, but actually digging super deep. Not that I haven't done that in the past, but I don't know that I had ever accessed the core wound like I did this time. So if you're ready to do this work, I'll be offering a class in January for the energy codes, which teaches us about some of the concepts that allow us to digest our life experiences, as well as practices and teachings that allow us to be present with our emotions. Um, and then there is another class that will be offered that will be, I think, specifically tailor-made to address the shadow aspect. Um, and it's really something that we do want to begin to look at, because it's like having things that are in the way, that are in the blind spot that we can't see. And we wonder why we keep hitting the side of the car, because we're not able to see it. So, um, have you done shadow work already? Are you interested? Let me know in the comments below.